And that should be good. So off the bat, you're gonna just kind of take some shortcuts. There's like a map that shows you where to go, and I'm just gonna go from room 1 to room 5, and then get to room 8 here. One thing you'll notice is I'm not gonna be shooting that much, and that's because there's a melee attack, and you can kind of just fight a lot of enemies. And another good thing is that there's a lot of treasure rooms where you get your health refilled, so I could kind of tank quite a bit. I'm gonna grab that food though, just in case. Another thing is, I guess the goal is just go the shortest path, but a few times I'll have to kind of go a little out of the way. Like here, I'm gonna grab this bomb. That's just to save time later on and make things easier. So my health, okay, I'm alright on health. But sometimes you gotta be careful, can't overly tank. So here's the first treasure room. This is where I'll find out what my password vault combination is. And these exits are kind of random. Okay, I got the L, so I know what my vault combination will be. That's that first digit in that password. It'll stay fixed the whole time, because that's where your vault's set. Okay, so I've been grabbing some keys, bombs, and stuff, so that's basically to take advantage of this shortcut right here. And nice and easy room. Okay, coming up at the end of this room are some blobs, green slimy things. You're not meant to pass through them, but okay, there's like a trick you could do where you can kind of pixel perfect setup where you can pass through, and that's the way you can do that is because the they're actually not sprites, it's all background tiles, so if you kind of hit something on a certain tile, sometimes you can just pass through any enemy. Okay, so I'm going a little out of the way here. That's a upgrade item for my shot strength. That will make the dragon fight at the end much, much quicker. So it's worth it to go out of the way. So right here, coming up, I'm going to do a hide-and-go-seek little trick. If I could do it. No, I screwed up. The deaths, they actually respond to your AI. Or the AI of the deaths responds to your D-pad movement, so you have to kind of play around with them. You can kind of manipulate them, though, pretty easily. And treasure rooms. Yeah, these exits are random. It's based on the frame you enter the exit in the room before, but it's like a global timer, so good luck trying to manipulate that. But it's not, I guess, total random. It's pretty much set on a frame-based thing. Okay, I'm just doing a little skip here from 25 to 27. That's because I'm gonna actually, you can go to the other room there and get a bunch of bombs, which helps out a lot, but I'm gonna just do it a little different way and grab bombs here and there. Okay, there, I just did another blob skip. You're not supposed to pass through, but there's a little trick where you just stop about a pixel space between and you just kind of move through, and it helps because they're really trolly and I don't have any bombs to spare. I'll use a bomb here though because those deaths are quite annoying. Okay, so as far as this run goes, usually it goes around 16, 17 minutes, but the treasure room pretty much, all these treasure rooms, which are pretty good, they get your health refilled so I can tank and go fast, but they also have random exits, so I could lose a lot of time as well. If you watch the tasks of this game done by Fat Rat Knight, he kind of plays around with it. It's like this weird frame roll thing where he will manipulate every treasure room and have the quickest one there. So sometimes I'll lose a frame or two just to make sure he's getting a really good exit. But I just have to rely on luck. There's no way of, I don't know if there's a way to manipulate it, but I haven't found it out yet. Okay, so I'm going to be getting a speed upgrade, which is good, because why not? It's a speed run, let's go really fast. The only problem is it is a little hard to control, so I got to be careful in some areas not to burn keys. Okay. Yeah, the end of this room is kind of a pain, so I gotta be a little safe. Because what happens is if you run out of keys, you can get into a soft lock situation. Oh, I got lucky there. I didn't even burn a key. Okay, here's a death. I'm gonna try and skip through them. But yeah, there's a little trick you can do where you same thing with the blobs. It's like a pixel kind of placement trick, and once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard to do. And a lot of times, it just you end up passing through them anyway without even trying. So that was the reason I did that. Is I want to have one extra bomb for somewhere else to save time. So that was nice. Okay, World 2 is done. That was a nice exit. But it doesn't really matter because it's the World 4 and World 5 treasure rooms. I will need some really good luck. Alright, this room coming up, you got some random transporters. Okay, I got lucky. The good thing is you can always eventually get out and get to this exit. So I lost a little time, but it wasn't too bad. So if you happen to play this game and you pick the character that's not the elf, you're gonna have a much tougher time beating it. And it's kind of weird. I feel like the developers thought they made them all equal, but in a sense they kind of made it where elf's the character you want to start out with. And then as you increase your difficulty, you pick the other characters. If you happen to pick warrior, you're in for a world of hurt. It's pretty brutal. But the elf, you always can make it to the exits in time. You always get your health refilled. So he's the most marathon-friendly character. And speaking of marathon-friendly, I'm going to be picking up this magic upgrade. That will get my magic to full strength. Very important, because in the end of the game, I want to be able to clear out the whole screen with the use of a bomb. So that magic I just picked up there will make that much better. Some areas I'll just use a bomb for no other purpose, just to reduce lag, like I did just there. That's like about a 5-second save. It's kind of ridiculous how slow the game goes when there's so many enemies on the screen. So that's another good thing about the elf, is usually you can just complete the room before it gets out of hand, especially if you know where to go. And okay, here I'm just, you have to use a bomb here, so I always make sure I have a bomb for that. You can try and do a death skip and blob skip there, but that's just ridiculous. So I should make sure I'm playing it safe. This next room I'm going to remember to grab a key just in case I do not run into any soft lock situations. I'm going to play this safe. Actually I have 7 keys, that's pretty good. Normally I think I would only have 5. And that bomb count, that also I want to get to 10 bombs, because World 5 is pretty brutal. Even in a PB attempt, I'm always going to have 10 bombs. I'm not going to save time just to go one less, because you actually lose a lot of time in the last world. Oh, I just got the best exit, meaning the worst. I should have went a little slower maybe to manipulate that. Okay. World 4. Brutal level, but not because of these invisible wall levels. These are actually a joke because you just memorize where to go and they're pretty quick. The second half has some of the worst randomness in the game. So a lot of runs die there. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's not the end of the world. Okay, I paused there just so I don't get beat up. Oh, and I shoot that potion to act as a bomb. I almost messed that up. Not a big deal, but it helps reduce some lag. It makes it a little easier. And I also picked up a power shot. It gives me 10 shots where I can shoot through chests, doors, and stuff to save keys, like I just did there. And now the fun begins. 69, brutal level, but I use a bomb just so I don't get wrecked on health, and I got pretty lucky there. I'll take that any day. And it continues. So you got random transporters, now you got random exits. Oh, I didn't get it, so I gotta... Okay, there, I'll shoot through there. So you just check an exit. If it's not good, you go for the next. And then here's some fun. 15 exits, and you don't even have enough time to check all of them, so this is where most runs go to die. Well, time-wise. The good thing is my health's alright, so I don't really need the refill, but I would like to get a quick exit. No. Oh, it's alright. Okay, let's play this a little safe. Okay, I just saved another key, I think. Yeah, so I still have that power shot. I don't shoot that much. I pretty much use it for the key saves. I don't want to unlock that death there, so you just be careful, burn your power shot off, pick up another. Boom, here we go. More fun, more fun. So lucky my health isn't horrible, so it's not like I need this exit, but if you were playing blind, you probably would be at a lower health level. And this would be pretty ridiculous. Oh, there we go, thank you. Okay, World 5. I need to have 10 bombs, and I'm at 9 there, so that's good. My key count's good, so I should be alright here. And then nice hidden exit there. Good luck finding that on your first playthrough. There's 2 exits up at the top, but those send you a different way, so you gotta find that hidden exit. And more randomness. This one, at least I could get to every exit in time. So I need all the health I can get. And this room. So there's a lot of exits. But obviously it's always the furthest exit away is the one you want to go to in a lot of cases. And that's the case here. I'm going to play it extra safe, because yeah, I don't want to see what's in those exits. I really don't want to know. It's not fun. Okay, so I got the right exit. I'm gonna pause there. That's a little trick where you can get unstunned and not take tons of damage. And I want to save a bomb for here. Oh, my best friends, blobs. Okay, that was alright. Okay, that bomb right there I think is the biggest time save as far as lag reduction and enemy kill. This part right here is brutal if you didn't use a bomb there. And then this is one of the most important items in the game, that black box. It's a temporary item, but it gives you 60 seconds of in-game time where you don't take any damage. Your health goes down twice as fast, but the amount of damage you take in the end of the game is so much that I'd rather just always pick it up. I think they put it in because if you play it as some of the slower characters, you might not get to all these exits. Like in this case, I probably wouldn't have got to that last exit if I was another character. So that health, or that invulnerability kind of keeps you alive a little longer. And now we're coming up to the last of the randomness, but the difficulty increases. So here was random exit. I got okay luck. Now it gets ridiculous. This is the last treasure room. This is my last health refill. Now it's just the final grind. Okay, use a bomb here because that's just going to bail me out if I get unlucky. This room is probably the most crucial room. gonna get these guys here so I don't take damage. Okay, I have enough keys. You want to have at least 2 keys here or you can't finish the game. Okay. We're gonna have the tough ending. Okay. Well, here we go. Tough grind now. I got unlucky there. Wow, good. Ah, thank you. That was a little nerve-wracking, but I should be alright now. Okay. You know, I have to do a blob skip. Oops. Okay, that was a little... I needed to have 1 extra bomb there, because I used an extra just to save my health. Okay, so I know what my vault combination is. If you put this in wrong, it's an automatic game over. So make sure you're putting in the right one. They really make this hard to do too. It's like one of the most awkward inputs ever. But at least the L, it's a pretty decent one. It doesn't take too long to put in. And I put it in correctly. Okay, else okay. And the final boss, let's get that out. The dragon. So you can set it up where you can get 2 heads at a time. And you just hit them when they're not shooting. Looks crazy, but it's actually not too bad to do. As long as you get your timing right. That's the most important part. You just go back and forth on this last the same way. Oh, my timing is way off. Yeah, I always screw up the easy part. The last head. You bomb here. And that should be all the enemies. Yeah, I bomb early just to get rid of them as quick as you can. Gets rid of lag. And, okay, important, always hit... Don't go in the exit, grab the orb first, and then exit. There we go. Wow, there we go. Second exit 93, but you could still beat the game. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, the time, I don't care about the time as long as I beat it, because the treasure room pretty much controls the time. Treasure room luck. And yeah, so obviously this game, when I picked it up, there was only one route I saw, which was Feasels, which pretty much is how I learned to speedrun the game. There's also a task by Fat Rat Knight, which is pretty interesting to watch if you want to see how quick this game can be done with like perfect luck. And yeah, there's even Mythical did I think the 12-hour challenge for this game and got a really solid time. I think it took me a long time to get sub 17, but once you get the routing down, that's the main learning curve. And then everything else, if you speedrun any game, it becomes kind of easy. You just gotta get that routing down. And then luck. Luck. Yeah, all dragons are now easy. So world record, the time I have now is down to 15:15, and that's basically like if I had all early exits in World 4 and World 5. That happens 1 in like 500 attempts or something crazy, or 1 in whatever 200, or I don't know what it is. But the more you run the game, you'll eventually get lucky. This would be probably the worst game to race because whoever gets luckier is going to win. That's pretty much the fact of the game. So I guess we're done with the Gauntlet for the NES. That's the last of the 1980s games I guess you'll be seeing. we'll be moving on to, I think we're jumping to 2014 next. Gauntlet 2014. Or whatever it's called.